Hi, my dear friend. Today I have from India, Pawan Anand, who has something unique for our Ukraine to help how we can carry from one place to another place, blood, COVID vaccine or any vaccine as well, retail tissue or whatever required to carry in cold place. So, Pawan, welcome to Smart
Thank
Solutions
you.
community. Pawan, can you share about what you have for Ukraine that can be help for our during war.
Sure. Sure. No, happy to. And thank you for having me, Mr. Binay. I actually wanted to introduce a product which I think would be extremely beneficial in Ukraine, especially with the ongoing, situation. And I think, the intermittent power supply and the need for, ensuring last mile cold chain access. So I'm just going to very quickly share my screen. So this is actually a product that I've been supporting from India. It's called Black Frog. What is Black Frog? So Black Frog is actually, a backpack, kind of a vaccine box. The main purpose is that it keeps the temperature within the optimal range for transporting all kinds of health commodities that require cold chain. Um, Now, the problem that BlackFrog is really trying to solve is the challenge of maintaining cold chain in the last mile. This is especially true with the vaccines, where every child, every pregnant mother, has to get multiple rounds of vaccinations, and even continuing vaccination, once you become an adult, and all of these vaccines need the temperature to be maintained 2 to 8 degrees, and this becomes especially difficult if there is intermittent access to power supply, if there's lack of infrastructure, or rural, remote and rural areas where supply chain challenges exist. So for this challenge, for this particular problem, this backpack fridge has been designed, where the, uh, the the actual fridge, or the cooling component that you see over here can maintain a temperature, an optimal temperature, up to 15 to 20 hours. And this is basically where you just had to plug it into a charging point, and this can be any charging supply, even solar power, AC, DC. The battery can be charged through any input source. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge the battery. Once it is charged, the battery lasts for a full day or even 2 days, and it can give 15 to 20 hours of power, which can maintain the temperature in the optimal range. So, you can imagine a use case where a health worker who is, going out to, the houses, the villages, or to the health facility to immunize children and mothers, he or she just needs to, put the vaccines into this vaccine box, carry it, and then go, and they can spend the whole day conducting their immunization, and then they can come back and also keep the remaining vaccines, back into the cold storage. This can also be used for continuous cold storage in the lack of any infrastructure, where as long as this is connected to a power, even when it is not charging, it can be maintained. The capacity here is 2 liters, so it's sufficient for 4 to 6 blood bags, and about 30 to 40 vials of vaccine, which is about 300 to 400 doses. So that's more than enough for any immunization session. And as you can see here, it is not just vaccines, but a number of different other payloads. Any health commodity that requires temperature, optimal temperature maintenance, it can be carried.
How many
With
hours it can maintain temperature, which we put initially?
So it can maintain temperature for 15 up to 20 hours, depending on the ambient temperature. So if the ambient temperature is about 32, 35 degrees, which is where it has been tested, then it can maintain about 15 to 20 hours. As you see here, at a extreme heat of 43 degrees, because it gets very hot in India, the device has still managed to maintain the temperature for at least 12 hours. So I'm assuming it doesn't get so hot in Ukraine. So the temperature maintenance can easily be even up to 20 hours.
If past 15 hours, what happened after 15 hours? For
After
example, it not deliver within 15 hours from to destination.
Yeah. So basically, for what I mean by 15 hours is, in that 15 hours, the temperature will be maintained within a particular range. So for example, if you can set the temperature. So as you see on this device here, it says 5 degrees, right? So you can set the temperature of 5 degrees. Once you set the temperature, it maintains it within a 0.5 degree accuracy. So it maintains it between 4.5 and 5.5 degrees. Now, this temperature can be maintained for 15 hours or 20 hours, depending on the ambient temperature. After that, what happens is the temperature starts slightly going up. Like it doesn't go immediately to like 20 degrees. It gradually starts going up. And there is also alerts that come, in case like the temperature is going up. So if you see the image here, there is a green color over here, right, on top of the device, at this side. So green means that it is optimally maintained. But the moment the temperature starts rising, it will change to a red color. So that's an indication, for anybody that, hey, this is it's beyond my 15 or 20 hours. So I think I better put it to charge for some time. So I think, it sends the right alerts and everything to make sure that, any person who's using it, it's very easy for them to understand.
Yeah, I see that this is essential for now our friend, because this is very much required from one place to another place to delivery, such type of vaccine, such type of injection, or so many medicine which required temperature, and it can be till -20. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it even in, for example, blood plasma or, DNA, RNA forensic samples that require extreme negative temperatures, it can even keep it cool to, -20 degrees. The number of hours might vary because it's going to be, extreme cold. But it's, it will vary proportionally, actually.
Okay. Thank you, Pawan. It was interesting to see that you have this innovative packed bag. Yeah, packed bag.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. And maybe I'll just highlight one last thing, that, there's also, you can see here, it's completely certified CE, the European certification, the highest ISO standards. We've also in the process of getting WHO PQS. It's the highest level of certification possible by the World Health Organization, which should be coming up in the next month as well. So I think it's been approved by all the, large foundations. We have actually launched it all across India, and also now launching it in Africa very soon. Yeah. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.